Welcome back to Immortal Empires. Today we're going to be playing some more Kroq-Gar as we take a look at the territory here. Tic-tac-toe with a lot of territory, so it's a good job we have some alliances there with him. Of course, we do have the Golden Pass and the Kingdom of Beasts. Maybe today we could go north and fight the Tomb Kings, but first we should probably deal with the vampires here, and then maybe even go south to deal with Tzeentch. Even the Skaven here actually, because the High Elves are losing ground to the Skaven. So let's see, I think we have plenty to focus on. Let's go ahead and research some new technology. We can research Sequence of the Artisan here. Income from industry plus 5%. That should be very nice, help boost our economy a little bit. And before we carry on with the rest of the turn, I just want to say I am using a new microphone today, so hopefully the audio is nice. I think I still gotta tune it in a little bit. I'm not sure if it sounds as good as the old microphone, but we should see. It just seems a bit sensitive. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and see where Kroq-Gar is. Aha, so we were going to take this. In fact, I think I did take this right, and then I chose to give it to Tic-Tac-Toe because I want him to be nice and strong. So if we go this way... Oh, that's 2 4 stacks of vampires there. But we have dinosaurs. We shouldn't have to worry about such thing. Let's go right on the border of this province so we can attack this next turn. The vampires here, Manfred, I believe, has control of all of these. So if we could take that whole province for ourselves, that would actually be very nice. Let's see, we can build some stuff here. Let's get the Temple of Skulls up to tier 3. I think that would be very cool. That's it for this turn, it seems. What about diplomacy? How are we doing here? We can get a non-aggression pact here with Uaxdi. So let's go ahead and go for that. We can't get trade. Although if I give him 3.5k, that would take a lot of turns to pay off. So for now, let's just go ahead and get the non-aggression pact. There we go. What else can we do? Any trade agreements? I don't think there's anything else here. That's fine. So for now, let's go ahead to turn 27 here. There we go. A Rite of Awakening performed. So a new Slam Mage Priest for the lizards all the way to the north here, or northwest of us. And Tic-Tac-Toe does begin building a settlement, or an outpost in our settlement, which is very nice. Horte Couture, a travelling clothier, sets up her stall, offering garments tailored so masterfully that they are like a second skin. All who don her garments become consumed by self-obsession, forever admiring their own reflections and refusing all other duties. Undeterred, countless more queue out the door. So we have +5 Slanesh Corruption for 5 turns over here. We should be okay. What's our control? Yeah, our control is still okay, so that's fine. We shouldn't have too many problems with that. Kroq-Gar can attack this turn. We are missing one of the vampire armies, although I don't think they marched this way. So let's go ahead and take this. There we go, a decisive victory there. No casualties really. So we will go ahead and auto-resolve that. 1.5k experience, very nice. And of course we will go ahead and occupy a new trait there. For Kroq-Gar, so +5 leadership and +5 charge bonus. That will be quite useful. And a new trait, the Headsman. -3 control in local enemy province and -3 enemy leadership. Should be quite useful against the vampires. Of course, if they lose their leadership, they start to crumble. Now, let's see. Do I already have buffs against the undead? I do. So, what should we get here? Spell resistance. I don't think we need that. We need 6 points to get to rally here. We already have the Stegodon buffs. Maybe we get some more buffs for Saurus units? Or do we buff Kroq-Gar? That's the thing. I think Saurus units, right? I want to go down this tree and get some more buffs for our dinosaurs here. Our Skink Priest also gaining a level up. Let's see what we can get for him. Arcane Conduit now. So plus 40% power recharge. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get that. Our Scar Veteran here didn't gain any levels, but that's okay. And luckily we have really good replenishment. Well, we don't need to replenish too much, I should say. This hero must be somewhat of a high level. He already has his mount there. And should we build anything here? I kind of want to build defense. We could build income or we could build growth. We would also get the casualty replenishment here. Maybe the growth and casualty replenishment would be smart. Especially as we expect to be fighting some wars here. So let's go ahead and build that. And then let's see. We can level, let's level the Serpent Coast. Because it does have a port. Although you can't get a port until here. So in fact let's level the Cursed Jungle so we can get some more resources for trade. I think that would be a good idea. If we take a look at our diplomacy, Gorok here would like a non-aggression pact. So let's go ahead and get that. Very nice. We can also get a trade agreement now with Uaxti, as well as a military access and a defensive alliance. So let's go ahead and also do that. He would give me 2k as well. Very nice. I don't mind if I do. Let's see. Anyone else here wanting diplomacy? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so with the extra gold, we can now build an outpost. Let's see. Just for these guys, right? Yeah, the altar of the horned rat. So these guys are over here. It costs 2k. Are there any Skaven armies there right now? How big is this Skaven army? A 4-stack. Oh gosh, can you even defend this? I feel like it would be risky to build here. But if it does get built, then it would help them survive. Here we go. So, do we have any outposts anywhere else? We're building here and here. Let's actually build an outpost there. It might help them. So we'll go ahead and do that. Of course, the lizards have got to build their strength together. Let's go ahead to turn 28 now, though. There we go. So nothing happening during the end turn timer. We're up to 8.8k. Okay. Maybe we got some a bit of gold, more than I expected. Maybe I did got some through diplomacy and stuff there. Not entirely sure actually. But yeah, nothing happening on the end term. Before I go ahead with this turn as well, I just want to say, what do you guys think if I expanded into a few other games such as Crusader Kings 3? Because I do love that game a lot. I would still do Warhammer, say like 4 days a week. But I do fancy doing some other games as well. But tell me, would you be interested in seeing other games? Or should I just stick to Warhammer for the channel? So if we take Kroq-Gar here, we can reach Bargar. Is that part of our province? It is. Okay, nice. So we should probably go ahead and attack that this turn. So we will go over with Kroq-Gar. Decisive victory there, no casualties. So we will go ahead and auto-resolve that. 1.5k experience, not too bad. There we go. And we gain a new weapon, a Berserker Sword. Plus 5% weapon strength and plus 15 charge bonus. That could be very nice for Kroq-Gar maybe. Once he has his dinosaur mount. Actually no, he already has his unique weapon. So let's not go ahead and do that. That would be a downgrade for sure. Missile resistance, spell resistance. What should we give our Scar Veteran? Deadly Onslaught. Let's go ahead and give him that. If we look at his details, he also already has a weapon. What about our Skink Priest? He does not. So let's go ahead and give him the Berserker Sword. Charge bonus won't help too much. But better than nothing. I think we could build the Gem Mineshaft here to get the resources. I know we could build replenishment and growth, but resources to make us richer is always nice. Let's upgrade the Serpent Coast to tier 2 here. Let's see, can we build anything else? We can also upgrade the defense in the Golden Tower, so let's go ahead and do that. Of course, we want to protect the Golden Tower of the Gods, giving us a massive 600 gold per turn there, plus a little bit more. Let's go ahead and check our diplomacy.
Lord of Bretonia.
Bretonia and the Empire. I don't think so. Lizards only are in room for the Great Plan. That seems it for this turn, so let's go ahead to turn 29. What fails? The greenskins there failing as often is the case I find so far. And the Winds of Pain triggering. The world yields to those who master the winds of magic. Great bolts from the heavens scour souls from bodies, whilst raging torrents of fire rend the very flesh from bone. Magic can rip enemies into a dozen pieces, or leave nothing but an ugly bloodstain where once they stood. The power granted by the cataclysm many eons ago can be harnessed now to bring ruin and destruction upon our enemies. All of those who feel the pull of magic feel it grow as the world festers under chaos's ruinous gaze. Their need to ravage grows stronger and stronger by the hour. So, plus 10 Winds of Magic power reserve per turn for all armies of all factions. So that will make the fights interesting. The vampires have some very strong magic, of course. And where are the vampires? Are they in ambush stance? We're not really going for that anyway. Kasabar. The Tombkins here. Taking that settlement from us.
You have the attention of the
Cetra. Ooh. Cetra is at war with Nagash, Orion, and Drakenhof. I think Drakenhof are basically done with now, right? Yeah, they only have this, and I think their armies have been wiped out. So I think the time has come to declare war against Cetra then. I really think so, right? Before he becomes too much of a powerhouse, let's go ahead and declare war against him. He does have a higher strength rank here. That should be fine. There we go. No allies coming to join us. Of course, we only have a defensive alliance, I think. Let's go ahead. That's not an army, right? Oh, that is an army. We could take on this army, right? It's just skeletons. Let's see. Yeah, we have dinosaurs. Let's attack it. Decisive victory and low casualties there. If we auto-resolve, we don't even lose anyone. So let's go ahead and do that. Wow, we took like no damage. 4k experience as well. Let's go ahead and get some more experience there. Try and level up our dinos. And a new enchanted item, Potion of Strength. Plus 50% base weapon damage and plus 50% armor piercing weapon damage. Very nice. And a new Regiment of Renown. Some Pterodon riders there. The keenest eyes, the sharpest reflexes, the coldest of hearts. That could be interesting. And there we go. Kroq-Gar finally gaining access to his Carnosaur. Grimlog is Kroq-Gar's ageless Carnosaur, upon with which the Great Lizardman Lord has won all of his many victories. And we can actually see that on the campaign map here. So maybe his next battle we should fight manually so we can see him in action. Let's go. They've activated. Let's see. Do they need any movement here to go into encampment? 50%. Okay. So let's go about here. And then we can go into encamp. Oh, you can move when in encamped anyways. So we could have done that. Kroq-Gar gaining 2 level ups as well. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get rally. So plus 16 leadership for all enemies, or allies in range, sorry. And then if we get jungle dominion, plus 10 armor for Saurus and temple guards. Spawnkin, that seems to be to do with skinks. Soulbound or epicentrist. This is the one we want. So plus 10 armor for Ancient Salamander, Bastillodon, Stegodon, Feral Carnosaur, Feral Troglodon, and Dreadsaurian units. And also that leadership and charge bonus. So let's go ahead and get that. Very nice. Our Skink Priest also gaining a level up. Let's see. We can get Comet of Kazandora. So a bombardment spell there causes massive magical damage, huge explosion area, large strike area, strong versus multiple units, and good against armor. Let's go ahead and get that spell out. Maybe we can try it out in future battles. And I think we might be able to attack. No, okay, there we go. Now we can't go back into encamp for some reason. We messed up there. We changed it on this hero, right? And we can't... If I force march, actually, we can go back to our settlement. Let's do that just so we're not taking attrition damage. And I guess we can heal up these few units. That's fine. Shouldn't change things too much. Let's go ahead and check our diplomacy. Cult of Sigma. I don't think we want that. The humans are also standing in the way of the great plan here. So we can't ally with them for now. Let's go ahead and end our turn and go to turn 30. Sword of Cain has been claimed. So the Sword of Cain has been claimed by another. Doom stalks the world once more unless you can wrest it from them. Maybe in the future, we'll see. And a new Slan Mage there for some lizards to the west. Very nice. And Drakenhof has been obliterated. So Manfred there being dealt with, which is very nice. Now we need to deal with Cetra. Cetra is actually here with another 4-stack. Can we reach him this turn? Sadly not. What we could do though is maybe come down to the south here so he isn't able to take this. We will offer him the fight if he so wishes it. Our Scar Veteran here has a level up. Let's see. We have Deadly Onslaught now. We could get some more hit points. In fact, I think I will go for the hit points here. Make him nice and tanky. And can we recruit any more heroes? Not right now. Okay, that's fine. Of course, we have this Slam Mage Priest when we need it. We have a lot of gold spare right now. Can I build any buildings? Not right now. I think we're just waiting for growth. We go here though. I've got a warning on one of the provinces. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe it's because it's contested. I think that might be it. Let's go ahead and open up this. Maybe we can upgrade some outposts. You must be in a military alliance, so that's not possible. Let's see, any diplomacy? Don't think so. Oh, we can already confederate actually. Right next to Luther. Let's see. I think we want to confederate them, but I want to see what kind of forces Luther has over here already. Because we do seem to be in trouble. Where were the lands? Here we go. So we have a very small force here. Luther with essentially a 4-stack. We do have somewhat of a garrison though. So let's go ahead and get our first confederation of the series. There we go. So Uaxti here would like to have that confederation. Let's go ahead and offer that. There we go. Very nice. And that might even... There we go. Gorok actually wanting a trade agreement with us now. So let's go ahead and get this.
Yes.
Let's see. Anything else? Not right now, so that's fine. And through shrewd diplomacy or perhaps outright intimidation, last defenders have convinced Zhong Hupek to join their confederation. The pronunciation there on point as always. And we did lose that outpost, but I think that's because that's our lands now, right? Let's see. We do have an army over here. Not a very big one though, and the problem here is we might lose it by the time it gets back. In fact, wasn't that army in the settlement earlier? One of Gorok's armies is here. Maybe we can ask Gorok. No, Gorok, we're not got any defensive alliances, so he won't help us out here. Let's see, can UXD, you have some blessed spawnings, maybe we could make use of these units. We do have some Saurus, so let's go ahead and spawn those. We also have some Regiment of Renown units, so I think using whatever we have access to here to try and gain an advantage. Let's see, Monstrous Missile Beast, we gotta watch our gold per turn though. We could recruit some Pterodon Riders. I've never used them yet, so that could be fun also. I think he's in our province, right? Yes. Let's see. Although maybe the Skink Javelins would be better. They're a lot cheaper to upkeep. Well, Pterodon Riders, they just sound cool, right? They sound really cool. Let's get some Pterodon Riders. I would to try them out. We can perform some rites here. Causes attrition to enemy armies within your territory. It costs 6k, but maybe this is needed right now. Also, ambush success chance plus 50%, plus 10 melee attack for skink units, plus 15% weapon strength and missile strength. In fact, looking at this, I think I might actually go back on the Pterodon riders here and actually get some more skink units. Let's get some skink javelins, and then we can perform the Rite of Sotek. 6k, they're very expensive, but I think it will help. Luther should be taking some attrition now, or not very much. Maybe that would go up during the end turn. But let's go ahead and end our turn here and see if we can survive Luther's wrath. So a new trait gained for Uaxdi here. Recruitment cost minus 5% for his army, so that's very nice. And the Order of Lawmasters have been obliterated, so the Skaven conquering them, I assume. And a new technology here, the Sequence of the Artisan. A strict schedule from which the skinks work to ensure the great plan is carried out. So income from industry plus 5%. So let's open up our technology window. We can now get Sequence of Exploitation. So minus 25% construction cost for resource producing buildings, as well as minus 1 construction time for resource producing buildings. So let's go ahead and research that. Maybe we can take Uaxdi here. He has no movement range. Wait, why? Is it because we're under siege? It's because we're under siege. Oof, I should have thought about that, right? We have no choice but to march closer to him. He's really not taking much attrition damage. Let's see. We're gonna have to recruit these Regiment of Renown units, I feel like. So let's go ahead and get the cohort of Sotek, some red-crested skinks, the Legion of Trakwa, Saurus spear units there. We could also get some Cold One spear riders, as well as some Razordon hunting pack. We could have also got the Pterodon riders. In fact, let's get the Pterodon riders. They're a bit cheaper. So let's recruit this army. Maybe then we can deal with Luther. At least I hope so. What kind of skills does this guy have? Oh, we can give him a potion of strength. That might help out in the fight. He has Rat Spawn Sacrifice. Plus 4 leadership when fighting against Skaven. Okay. And his skills, he does have Root Marcher. Inspiring Presence, Predatory Fighter, and Obedience brings victory. So his skill spread is actually okay. Let's see what Kroq-Gar's up to. Cetra did decide to come up here. We're gonna come back here. I feel like we're just gonna go back and forth with Cetra at this rate. Let's go ahead and check out diplomacy. Now, Pock Chick here would like a non-aggression pact, so let's go ahead and get that. 1 gold, very nice. Definitely worth it. No trade agreements, no military access going on. Gorok getting closer to the alliance pact there, although he hates us because we confederated the last defenders. So do all the lizards hate us when we confederate someone? Let's see. Ah, yes. So I guess that penalty will disappear over time. Should be fine. Let's go ahead and end our turn here. Luther actually deciding to attack us here. Our garrison, but we do have a Pyrrhic victory, and because it's our garrison, I don't mind auto-resolving that. So that's a big loss there on Luther's part. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get the 900 gold. There we go. Volkmar here wanting a non-aggression pact for 500 gold. Of course, the humans do stand in the way of the great plan, so we're going to have to decline that one. Be the best. A recent clutch of reports regarding ill discipline in the lower ranks is causing for concern, or is a cause for concern, sorry. Clearly, clods are being hired. This has to stop. Recruitment costs have risen accordingly, but new recruits begin 2 ranks higher. So for 3 turns we get plus 25% recruitment cost for all armies faction wide, but we also get plus 2 recruitment rank. So that's an interesting trade-off there. Let's go over to Kroq-Gar. Cetra, yeah, has come back south again. I feel like this back and forth is going to happen a lot. I think I'm actually going to position myself here. So we're within reinforcement range, but we can still maybe get to Cetra depending on where he goes. Let's go ahead and look at Uaxti over here. Of course, Luther failed his attack on our settlement. Can we reach Luther this turn? We can. He's not in a garrison here, right? I don't believe so. So let's go and fight him. Can we actually reach him? Okay, we can't actually reach him this turn, so we're just gonna have to sit here. Luckily, we did survive this. I think we might have to do some rebuilding. Let's get rid of the Pterodon hatchery here and start building some defense, just in case Luther returns. If we come to the Kingdom of Beasts here, let's see. We can build in the Cursed Jungle. Maybe we can get some defense coming over here. I think I will, just in case. We can also produce some more medicinal plants. So let's go ahead and do that. We will check out diplomacy. Doesn't look like anything here. Yeah, nothing here for the moment. Of course, it's going to take a fair few turns for the lizards to get over that confederation. We zoom out though, we seem to be doing okay on territory, and it's nice that we have a foothold over in Lustria now. So we can make sure that Luther isn't a threat. But let's go ahead and end our turn for now. A Rite of Awakening performed there. There we go. So a Slan Mage Priest for tic-tac-toe actually, which is cool. So he's expanding his military, which is very nice. As we take a look at the map here, so we do have some territory here. We will expand into Cetra territory, hopefully, as well as the Tomb Kings up here. So we are gaining a nice foothold, especially when you take into fact that we have tic-tac-toe here, also with a lot of land. And I just noticed Zinch is actually the one who decided to wipe out the High Elves here. So we do have some Skaven, some Chaos down here, so we will have to deal with them. And then of course in the west we have a big problem with Luther here, but we do have Gorok as a neighbor, so he should be able to help us kick out the vampires from Lustria there. Well, I think the campaign is off to a good start. Of course, this video will be a bit shorter today because it's a new microphone. I want to make sure the audio is okay. But we should be back to normal length tomorrow. So hopefully the audio was good in this one. I'll probably tweak it a little bit. But yeah, I shall be back tomorrow with another episode. So thank you for watching as always. And I shall see you tomorrow.